I want to give you guys a quick rundown of everything that the Corvette needs, everything that the Corvette is going through at this point, and what we need to address immediately, if not sooner. But I had to stop at Cars and Coffee at the new place first. This is Bridges Station in Simpsonville, South Carolina. They're doing it at Michelin still, but only quarterly now, not every single month. So this hopefully is going to be more of a regular area, a regular Cars and Coffee spot, because it's close to home and it's awesome. Look at the backdrop here. We got Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, Lincolns, Rolls Royces. We got Novas. We got Chevelles, Camaros, Corvettes, of course, the whole shebang. We got a lot going on at Cars and Coffee. Cars and Coffee in Greenville is always good, no matter what the location is. The turnout is always awesome, and there are some really, really rad cars around here. Well, she looks awesome, but I hope this wasn't a huge mistake. Already making weird noises. Son of a bitch. First of all, it's loud as frick. It's got Cook's long tube headers and Billy Boat catback with unresonated catless X pipe. So she screams, I'll tell you that. It's hard to tell what noise is coming from, but I was just feeling around and I noticed that doesn't seem right. I imagine that would make kind of a noise. My wife said it sounds like somebody's sucking through a straw. That's a pretty good description. 4 inches. That's pretty big, right? Or no? It's big. I don't really like the small coupler that it's got on here. I don't know if this is the one that comes with the Canon intake or not, but definitely not big enough. It should be several inches long. I would finagled it a little bit, try to distribute it a little bit. Got to tighten down. Let's see if it makes a difference in sound. I think you hear a little bit of an exhaust leak in there. Wanting to not hear any rattles or knocking or weird noises. I think we're also left me with a couple boxes of a bunch of parts we need to dig through, see if any are worth using. First thing I definitely got to do is take this ugly thing down. I can't stand the fabric flapping around in the back. So annoying. Looks just tacky. So I actually got some really fun plans for the Corvette, guys. I'm really excited to start tackling them. Some bigger plans than others. Some things need to be addressed immediately, if not sooner, however. So let's go over those. I already replaced the coupler that we're having issues with on the cold air intake. It's a little bit longer than the original, substantially longer. So that's all sealed up appropriately, but you can see this engine bay has not been touched in quite a while. Fortunately, it's just dusty. There's not a lot of weird corrosion or anything unusual. It's just very dirty. So we got to take care of that immediately. And I'm afraid to take this valve cover off though. This will tell us really what we're in for. Oh man, it's terrible. This is just absolutely horrendous. I don't know how people don't take care of their stuff. I mean, how hard is it to pull this off and wipe it down? It's just sick. Paint is actually in really nice shape, so I'm not too concerned there. I did get some touch-up paint so I can address a couple of little chips in the front bumper and things like that. Just some cleanup stuff. But the interior needs a little help. I mean, it's not all that bad, but it just needs to be wiped down and cleaned up. And I hate smelling other people's smell, good or bad. I don't like it. We need our own scent in this car, if you will. But look at these damn visors. I can't stand that. I hate that when people touch the visors. But what even is this? does have the MGW short throw shifter, which is really cool, but they just absolutely mutilated the bezel that holds the shift boot in place. So I'm gonna have to replace that. Other than that, it just needs to be cleaned up, sprayed down, get some air fresheners in here, just get it shined and glossed and looking good. Earlier in the video, I mentioned the chirping and stuff that I was hearing, and I'm pretty sure it was the same issue that I was having with my C6, and that is the alternator might be making a little bit of noise. The tensioner, I think, is a bit worn out. A couple of the other pulleys and whatnot. So I got a pulley kit and a new belt coming. We'll get that replaced and hopefully get everything situated there. Once you know what, the driver's side headlight's making some noise as it closes, so obviously that motor has to be replaced. We're going to do that. I want to clean up the windshield wiper arms and this cowl here, get it nice and shiny black again. Obviously these are just kind of minor boring things, so probably we're not going to do a whole lot of filming around it, but just kind of letting you know what's on the agenda. Let me know in the comments if I should wrap the halo again. We have the dark tint already, and obviously the see-through targa, so we just complete that look and just have it be nice and black all the way across like we did on the C6. This tire's got a slow leak, unfortunately. I want to say I'm not too concerned. I hate the fact that it does, but I'm probably going to be replacing wheels and tires here in the near future anyway, so I'm not going to be overly concerned about it. Now, I'm all for tinted tail lights, but I hate these covers. So we may do it, but we're going to do it right with some vinyl wrap. See here, I just pulled one off already. Yeah, definitely don't like the red, but I certainly don't like the overlays, so that's gotta go. We're gonna tint those. Probably do a video on that because a lot of people like to see all that stuff. It says the Billy Boat catback system, for as expensive as these exhaust systems are for the C5, none of them fit right, and it absolutely drives me insane. So we're gonna have to try to get underneath the car and make some adjustments here to get the tips out. And look at how dirty they are. I actually don't know what they're supposed to look like. I don't know if they're polished stainless or not, but we're gonna try to clean them up because that just looks terrible. Of course, the top is super squeaky like every freaking Corvette, so we're gonna have to lube some things up, you know, condition some of the weather stripping, try to eliminate some of the squeaks and groans and stuff like that I can't stand. Other than that, I think we're at a pretty good starting point on this car, and I'm pretty excited to get going on it. I do want to show you what's in these boxes though. So I know I mentioned that the car came with some parts, but I wasn't sure exactly what it came with because I'm not too concerned about it. I'm going to do my own stuff. I don't know if I mentioned exactly what it came with. This is actually a Tick Performance. I think it's like their Stage 2 camshaft, like Street Heat or something like that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, their Street Heat Stage 2 camshaft. Came with valve springs, titanium valve springs. And they're push rods. What's this? Oh, and a timing chain. So got like $500, $600, $700 worth of parts here. I mean, it also came with I think this is an oil pump and some weather stripping that hasn't even been opened. Came with a water pump also. None of this stuff's even been opened. Yeah, this is nice. Factory water pump. It really seems like one of those situations where the guy had a bunch of big plans and just never had time to do it. Him and his dad own a business together actually up in North Carolina. So the parts, the dates on the invoices are from early 2021. I think he said he got the car in 2020, so he bought the parts shortly after and never installed them. Obviously, it's 2024 now, so he figured he's not going to use them, selling the car to raise some capital for the business, and he might as well just toss them in as a package deal. So we actually got a decent deal on the car, got some additional parts that I'm probably going to end up selling because I think I'm going BTR route. But like the water pump and the weather stripping, stuff like that, we may find a use for it. Obviously, if we're going to do cam and stuff like that, we're going to need to use a water pump. So that's a nice little bit of a savings. Like I said, I might just get rid of the Tick stuff because I'm planning on going the BTR route. But I'm going to try to move fast in this project. Maybe not as fast as Mike, but we're gonna try to dive right into this thing. I waited too long with the C6, and then my wife, of course, decided she wanted a truck and a camper, so sold the Vette, went with the truck and camper. It's been a lot of fun, but I got the itch again, so I picked up a C5, and we're not going to delay this time. We're gonna dive right into it before she comes up with any fancy big ideas again and distracts me and diverts my attention. We're gonna dive into this thing. It's gonna be fun. Hope you guys will stick around for it. I sold the Z, so we got a little cash. We just need to start making things happen. Absolutely amazing what a little interior detailing spray can do. And of course, a product that I always have around, Lexol leather conditioner and Lexol leather cleaner. A little goes a long way. God, it's looking good now. I had a couple packages show up while I was filming this as well. Oil pressure sensor needs to be replaced. That's gonna be a bitch, but it needs to. And I got some of these little mini race ramps. That'll be nice just to get a little bit of additional clearance so I can get my jack under the car and lift it until we get some quick jacks. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.